Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to a new FIFA 16 series that I'm doing at the moment, and it's going to be starting on the demo. This is the very first episode of it. It's going to be called FUT Draft Fortunes. Now basically, the aim of this game is to basically just be as lucky as possible. Now on Ultimate Team, you've probably heard that there's a new mode that you can do called FUT Draft, and basically I've come up with a new game where I roll this dice and basically I get a number between 1 and 6, and that number depends, it kind of tells me which one I go on. Now I know there's only 5 options, so if I get a 6, I roll a 6, then I choose the option myself. That is the way we're going for it. I think it's a really good idea. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Also don't forget to drop a like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. Well, let's go with the very first episode, and essentially what I'm going to do is roll this dice and it'll tell me a number between 1 and 6, and I've got to choose the formation, I've got to choose the players with it, but I do have one kind of like wild card type thing where I can just pick one player by myself. It can be a bench player, it can be a starting 11 player or a reserve player. I can pick it by myself without having to roll the dice. I can choose to play that within the actual team. So when it goes on to FIFA 16, it'll be like a proper thing where we play people online, I think, and we'll come up against different draft squads themselves. But obviously on the on the demo, we have only got the computers to play against. So that is what I'll be doing for the very first episode. Let's go on with it though. I'm going to roll this dice. Now originally I was going to change the camera angle and you were going to see me actually roll the dice, but you're just going to have to trust me that it lands on the number that I'm saying it lands on. I'll show you it anyway. I'll lift it up to the camera so you can see. Let's have a little look what we get on the very first one, and I'll basically show you it as kind of like a trial run what we're going to go for. So roll the dice and I get the number 3. So that number tells me that I've got to go for the third formation, which is the 4-1-2-1-2 formation, which has no wingers, sadly. But anyway, we are going to go for that formation, and we will advance onto it. So now we have to choose our captain. Now, I would want, probably, I'd quite like to have Goetze or Alaba here, but also Lewandowski. They're all good options, to be honest, other than Busquets. So I'm pretty happy with anything but a 3. I'm going to roll again. And in fact, I'll use my wild card on this one, with it being the most important player. I think I will use my wild card. We're going to go Lewandowski. I'm going to use it straight away, and we're going to choose my captain. That's the only one I can choose, and that's the way I'm going to do the rules, actually. I can only choose my captain now. And we're going to just basically roll out the rest of them, starting from the keeper, and we're going to see what sort of players we come up with. On here, ooh, maybe Berkey, that would kind of fit along with the Bundesliga type thing. So I've basically just got to roll the dice, see what I get. And I've got myself, believe it or not, a number 5, which is what I needed to get Berkey. So that means, I think that's how I pronounce his name anyway, Berkey, that's what I'm going to go for. The next play I'm going to do is the right back, and we want Piszczek. Piszczek would be ideal. We need a 3 here. Can we get a number 3? I've got a 5. I've got a 5 there. Van der Wiel. So it's not ideal, but again, we could get someone on the bench that could help us out there, so that's not too bad. On to the centre-back. Before I roll, let's see who we can get. Subotic would be ideal, actually, for the chemistry again here. But also, Toprak wouldn't be too bad. But let's have a look what we're going to get. And I've got a 4, so the 4th one is Mustafi. I'm going to go for Mustafi as the pronunciation. Not great, he's German, but he's not from the German league. So we'll go with number 4, and it might be a case of we get, I don't know, like a Spanish league left back. Who knows, really? So it might not be terrible. And again, we've got the bench players and the reserve players to look through. So we're going to move on to the centre back now. And again, some interesting options, actually. Ideally, not John Terry, because he's slow and obviously from the Premier League. So we don't really want him. Let's see what I go for. We've got a 6. Okay, so I can now choose the player myself. I think I'm going to go for pace. I think I'm going to go for pace. I'm going to go for Matthew. So that is my number 6 role that I was able to pick the player myself out of the different options that were given. And on to the left back. Before I roll, I've got to have a look what the options are. And it's not really ideal, this one. Maybe, I suppose, go Marcelo. That'd be nice to get a number 2 here on the dice. Let's see what we get. We get a 5. So the 5th one is going to be the silver player. That's interesting. Hopefully we get a better player on the bench. He doesn't look too bad, to be fair to him, but he just doesn't help out on the chemistry. He looks an alright card. Now onto the CDM. Hopefully we get somebody like maybe Busquets. That would be kind of helpful, I suppose. and we haven't got Busquets, which is a bit of a shame. I don't really know who I want here, actually. Song would probably be the best option for everyone here, Song. But let's see how we do. Let's roll the dice, and we get a number 1. We get Song. That is lucky. That's kind of the aim of the game. It's just to be lucky. We'll go with Song in CDM, which is who we wanted, I think, in that position. And then we'll go on to the centre mids. Let's see who we have to choose from. Sahin, maybe Benyat. Would he be any good? We need some chemistry down the left-hand side. Could anybody provide him with chemistry there? We need a French League player. We don't have one. So we're just going to see what we get with this role. And it's number 5, so we've got Thiago on that side. I can obviously change around the centre mids if it helps me with chemistry. Moving on to the next centre mid now. And yeah, let's see who we get. Yaya Toure. Now that would be nice, but not for the chemistry. I think we'd really want Benyat again here, I think. Maybe, does he provide us with the most chemistry? No, it'd actually be Castro. So we've got a 5 here, ideally. Xhaka doesn't give us much pace. So let's have a look what we get. We get a 4, and that's the French League centre mid. So, not disastrous, because we have a French League player already in Van der Wiel, but he's not great, is he? Let's be honest. He's kind of average all-round sort of centre mid. Again, hopefully we get someone better on the bench. That's what I'm after. Now onto the centre attacking mid. Let's have a look at the options we've got. Okay, this is pretty decent, actually. I like this a lot. We want a number 3, I think, here. That's what we're going to try and get. When I say try, we're just going to roll the dice. Oh, I can't believe that. It's going to look like I'm setting this up now. You've just got to believe me. It's a number 3. And he is going to slot kind of into this team. Not quite as well as I'd hoped, because obviously the other players around him aren't really Bundesliga. It's just Lewandowski at the moment. But we do need a Bundesliga striker. Oh, Kiesling, that would be a good one. We need a number 1. We haven't got many ones. I think we've only got one number 1 in this episode. So let's see, can we get another one? No, we haven't. We've got ourselves a 4. We've got Fernando Torres up front. Again, this could change, but it's not horrendous actually, because he's got a bit of a link with Thiago. But now we're going to move on to the bench and see who we're going to get on there. Okay, so the first bench players that I have, my goalkeepers. Now, with the goalkeeper, I don't really know whether I need a new keeper, to be honest with you. Maybe Moya would be nice, or Oblak, but other than that, I can't really see myself needing one. Number 2, we have got, not ideal, not really decent, is he? I mean, it'd be alright if the left-back got some chemistry with the keeper, but they don't, so yeah, not fantastic. Moving on to the next player, our options are like that. I'm not actually going to be doing the rolling of the dice for the reserves players, because they don't really count for much, so we're just going to do it for the sub players. Let's have a look who we get now anyway. It's number 4. Number 4 is Raggi. So, Raggi, I've never really heard of him actually. Is he a new signing? He looks quite old. I'm not really too sure who Raggi is, to be honest. I think he might have come from the Serie A, but I'm not 100% sure. Would he fit into this team? He probably would actually there, just about, but we'll probably have to get rid of this guy and then switch it around like that. I think that makes more sense for chemistry. But yeah, that has kind of got the left back involved a little bit there, so that's good news. We could do with another left back. Oh, Marcelo, that might be an interesting one. Let's roll the dice, see who we get. Can we get Marcelo? A bit of a better left back, would he give us much more chemistry? I'm not too sure. We've got ourselves a number 1, it's Vidic. Not great, he probably won't start because we don't really need him to start, so he's kind of just going to be there to play a bit of a squad role. Robben has come up. Okay, no, we don't really need Robben actually, do we? We don't have a right mid position. Okay, we kind of want Robben, we kind of don't want Robben because we can't really play him anyway. He'd probably play, I don't know, stick him up front. I'm not really too sure where I'd play him, to be honest. And we've got ourselves a number 4, which is Pastore. Would Pastore fit in? I think he might actually, instead of that French guy. Yes, that's worked out really nicely for us actually. So we've got a PSG player, and he's now linking up with obviously Van der Wiel. So this is going pretty well actually. 77 chemistry isn't that bad actually really for a FUT draft squad. Let's have another look at the next player. I mean, there's not much of an option there really, is there? Let's have a look who we get. Number 3, I'll show you that quickly. And it's Tider. Is it Tider? Is that how you pronounce his name? I can't see him slotting in anywhere on the pitch for now. And on to the penultimate player that I will be selecting myself. Got Anthony Martial there. We could actually have a little bit of a Monaco thing going in this team. But would it get as far as Martial to give us chemistry? I doubt it. So let's roll the dice. Let's see who we get. Javinho would be interesting, even though I don't have a position for him. And we have got Javinho. We got number 4. So we have got Javinho there. Interesting, I'd say. We don't really need him. Off the bench, he might be quite decent. And I always need a Aubameyang, so I'll have a Aubameyang if we can get him. Let's see. We're going to roll the dice, and it's number 6. Okay, so I can choose myself. That is the sort of thing I was after. Do I need a Aubameyang? In fact, he'd actually have good chemistry with Lewandowski, thinking about it. So, Aubameyang might be a decent option. And I'm going to actually go with him, I think. I've not really thought this one through, but I'm going to go with Aubameyang. Take off Torres. I know he loses chemistry, but we do have the chemistry between Lewandowski and Aubameyang now. So that is a lot better. Would this improve? No, I don't think we can improve it any other way. And now we're just going to basically complete the rest of the squad. And let's see who we get in the team. So we've got ourselves a Bundesliga centre-back there. He's not great. Oh, we've actually got a French league keeper. Now that is good. Anybody else that would kind of boost things a little bit? I can't really see it myself, to be honest with you. It doesn't look like there are any other players that can boost our chemistry. So that is our team. We've now got to pick a manager. This is the final roll of the dice for me. Not really too sure. We've got the number 3, which is Mark Hughes. So that's not bad, actually. Mark Hughes is not a bad manager to have. And that is our squad summary. Vidic as one of my top 3 players. Not really too sure about that, but we've managed to get ourselves a fairly decent team, good chemistry, 81 team rating, it's not too bad. Okay, so let's go on with the game with this draft team now. What I'm going to do is, we're not actually, we can't do a randomised thing, so I'm just going to have to, I think, to roll my dice. I think I'll roll my dice, actually. I know it's only got, obviously, a 1 to 6 kind of thing, but we'll just go with that, I think. We'll just go with whatever is the number to the right of that, if that makes sense. So I'm going to roll the dice. Got number 3, so I'm going to go 3 to the right. I think that's just the way I'm going to do it. Doesn't really make much of a difference. And it's Barcelona. Yeah, not great. It'll give us a challenge, put it that way. But yeah, I wasn't really expecting that one. I think I'm going to go for... We'll go for the black kit, and we'll give them the home kit. Let's see how we get on. Here we go. Alex Song on the run. Here we go. Alex Song. Can he pull it back? Pastore! 1-0! Pastore with the goal. 6 minutes in. That's how you outplay Barcelona. I don't really know how he managed that. I think it was a bit of a counter-attack. They left quite a few players forward. PK's running back. And yeah, we just basically kind of went a little bit sweaty there. The keeper had time to try and save it though, so it wasn't completely sweaty. We have managed to make it 1-0. Lewandowski looking for Aubameyang. Was he offside when it was played? Aubameyang to Lewandowski. Aubameyang again. 2-0. This is easy. What difficulty are we on? This is easy. Aubameyang with the tap in. 2-0 now. Aubameyang surely has got PK for pace here. We're off it again. Oh, here we go. Little sweaty one maybe. There we go. Lewandowski 3-0. Another little sweaty goal kind of thing. They're just too easy to play against Barcelona. I don't really know what difficulty we're on because, like I say, it's not the most hardest game I've ever played, to be honest. But yeah, we are still winning 3-0. This is it. Aubameyang is well through here. We've beaten them. Let's go again. Oh, what a little finish that one was. Who scored it? Let's have a look. Is it Lewandowski by any chance? I think it looks like it was. The captain. Little tap in for him. You thought I was going to go sweaty originally, then I did it again and managed to get ourselves a 4th goal just before half time. Oh no, Suarez went through and I kind of went a little bit rash into him there with Raggy. And it's a straight red. That's not what we were after. Yeah, not great that we've had Raggy sent off. Yeah, let's just save the penalty now, please. Messi stepped up. Subasic is trying to save it. Messi! Oh, hits the post! Oh my days, and he didn't even manage to put it in the rebound somehow. And we've gone into half-time with a clean sheet still. 4-0. How that has happened, I've got absolutely no idea. Messi hit the post with his penalty, and they've still yet to have a shot on target. We're going to make a few changes. We're going to bring on Gervinho, not for his pace, for his ability in centre attacking mid. We're also going to, I think, take off Pastore, bring on another centre-back. Just because we don't really want to go 3 at the back against Barcelona. So we'll bring on Mustafari, I don't really know, to be honest. And we'll also bring on Fernando Torres. Take off Aubameyang. He's a little bit too overpowered for my liking. I don't want to be thrashing Barcelona 8 or 9-0, which I could have probably gone about halfway, if not further, in the first half. But anyway, we do have those 3 changes now. And we have taken Aubameyang off to kind of lower the goals slightly, hopefully. Lower the sweaty goals anyway. So let's see how we get on in the second half now. Subasic. He's going to go on a bit of a run himself here, just to kind of, you know, see what the Barcelona defence are really like. This shows you how bad Barcelona are when they play as them, basically, the computer. So I've managed to get into the box, and I've won myself a penalty. So that's how bad the computer is when you're playing FUT Draft on the demo. So that needs probably changing. Obviously, they're not going to change it before the full game, but in the next few episodes, obviously I won't be on the demo. I'll actually be doing it on the full game, I think. Probably episode 3 I might start on the full game, something like that. So obviously I won't be winning every game 5, 6, 7-0, because hopefully we'll be playing some people online. That's the aim of it. When we eventually get the series properly up and going, this is kind of just like a pilot video to kind of see what sort of the response will be from you guys. So that's why I'm doing it on the demo at first rather than just the full game. But so we do have ourselves a penalty. We're going to get the goalkeeper to take it. We may as well, to be honest. We'll just rub it in because Barcelona are pretty easy at the moment. We're just going to smash it, I think, up into the roof of the net, and it's gone in there perfectly. 6-0, 9 minutes to go. He's been sent off to Lewandowski, the captain, has been sent off in the 90th minute. I got a little bit carried away, not going to lie. I kind of went a little bit rash maybe on Iniesta. I went for the ball and got both of his legs. So yeah, that's a sending off, fair enough. How has that happened? 6-1, it's just 6-1 really, isn't it? A looped ball in. Look, he's happy, isn't he? 6-1. Still losing. But look at this. They just smack it into the box. It's a little head. That's it. Job done. 6-1. How have they managed that? How have they managed to do that with a free kick? He just smacks it in there, and no one marks Busquets, obviously. We're 6-0 up at the time, you know. We're not going to bother marking anyone. And we've lost our clean sheet with one of the last touches of the game. We've managed to win 6-1 still. It's difficult to judge the team, really. That's why it'll be better on the full game, because we'll actually be coming up against some online people. They'll have their own teams, and it'll be a little bit better. But like I say, this is just a pilot episode. It's more the concept rather than the actual team in this video. So let me know, guys, what you thought about this idea. It's just something I randomly thought of that I thought would be pretty cool. It kind of involves luck, but also some cool little ways of using the new game mode FUT Draft. So yeah, let me know what you think about that in the comments. Also, leave a like and subscribe as well. Also, share this around with your friends so they can see this new game and idea that I've come up with, which I think should be really good and something I'm looking forward to. It's going to run alongside my 2 career modes that I'm doing on FIFA 16, Arsenal and Leeds. And yeah, stick around for that when it comes out eventually. I think it's the 23rd of September, I think, that FIFA 16 comes out, so it'll be around that date when I start doing this again. We'll probably have another episode before the full game comes out, though. Again, just to kind of get you guys seeing what the new idea and the new game is like. But yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.